Well, after a few weeks off, we're back here in the Chargers Hoops TV studios, and we've upgraded. We've got Mark Nash with us as special guest host. I've sent JB on assignment. Let's get this show started. Well, welcome Nashy to the Chargers Hoops TV set, and let's talk about round 10 of the Coles Express NBL 1 South season, because the Hobart Chargers took on the Dandenong Rangers, and what a win by our women's side. They finally break the hoodoo, they get their first win. What were your thoughts on the game, Nashy?
It was terrific, Ronald, and great to be joining you alongside on the call on the weekend. Really tough season for the Hobart Chargers women so far, and great to see head coach Dwayne Davey with a smile on his face. We had a chance to chat to him a bit after the game, and they had a really good road trip the weekend before and were able to get that win, even though it was a little shaky in the second half, but no doubt the team will be absolutely thrilled with that. And
Nashy, great to obviously see the women play a really good 4 quarters of basketball. Angela Tompkins top scoring with 27 points. Paige Bradley contributed well. Shana Thompson back from a finger injury as well too. So a great all-round team effort by the girls.
It was, and what was really noticeable, Ronnie, was the improved ball movement right across the team. But for the Chargers women, over that double road trip, Angela Tompkins really just went next level as far as her ability to put points on the board, rebounding and really controlling the offensive tempo of the team, and again was terrific. A couple of really tough contested baskets. Paige Bradley, I also thought, had a terrific all-around game, really stuffing the stat sheet, and great for the home team to have Shana Thompson back, albeit off the bench this week, but a couple of threes in the first half, a few threes, just to help open up floor spacing, and was a big in for the Chargers women.
And of course, after that fantastic win, Nashy, it was great to see the men's side get around our women's side. And I know head coach Anthony Stewart was getting around the women's players as well too. So great to see the men, really supporting our women's side.
It was terrific, Ronald. And one of the real key things with this club is the closeness and the support the men's and women's program do provide to each other. And it was good to see, and we commented during the call of Anthony Stewart stepping on the court, high fives to all the Chargers women as they stepped off, and the crowd really enjoyed that. Probably the biggest crowd of the league, of the season, and they were really engaged in that game.
And after the game, we caught up with head coach Dwayne Davey for a post-game interview.
Let's go to that interview now.
Just really relieved, and I guess really happy for the girls for all the hard work that they've put in since December, and I think the way that we've sort of turned the corner in the last 3 or 4 weeks to get that win tonight, to sort of give them some affirmation about, we are on the right path, and the work we've been doing has meant something. So really pleased for them, and obviously it's a relief for us as coaches as well. It's fantastic the way that our fans and the men's group and the whole club, even though we've had a tough season, have really stuck behind us, and we're really thankful for that, and we're glad tonight that we were able to reward them with a win. So onwards and upwards from here, and see how we go. Yeah, definitely. And I think last weekend we really, in particular, the 2 games last week on the road, we sort of really turned a corner and found a bit of an identity that we've sort of been looking for all season. Tonight the game didn't get to great heights, I guess, but there was still some really good signs in terms of the direction that we want to head. And now we've just got to keep building on that, and another road trip again next week, and take that into those 2 games, and who knows what might happen in these last 10 games I think we've got left. Yeah.
Also after the game, we caught up with Chargers up-and-coming young player Eliza Vanderkamp.
Let's hear from Eliza now.
Yes, very excited. It was a good win finally to get on the board. We played well leading up to all of this, so it's good to finally actually get the win. So we've finally found a way where we can all work together, and it's all come together, and it's great to see it out there. Our road trips definitely helped spark what we bring to our home games, and facing the adversity of the last road trip, which going to Mount Gambier sucked. But yeah, it came together finally. So we'll keep improving, and we'll keep working on the little things that didn't work out tonight, and eventually hopefully get more wins under our belt. So training's competitive, we're up and in, and we train how we want to play on a Friday night or on a road trip a Saturday and a Sunday.
At Wilson Homes, we've been building the Australian dream for over 30 years. And today, This purpose is more important to us than ever before. That's why we're going to keep building the homes that define our way of life. So don't lose sight of your dream, because we're going to keep building for you.
And in the men's game, Mark, it was the Hobart Chargers getting the win by 27 points, 107-80. Ollie Angerstein, was dominant throughout. Harry Froling had a good game. Our new import, Jamar Sandifer, also, had a good game before he fouled out as well too. So great all-round team effort. What were your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, you're right, Ronnie. There were some really terrific individual efforts, and considering Sam McDaniel was out with Australian Boomers duty, and Jared Bairstow was in Sibbies, just sitting out that game due to injury. But Ollie Angerstein came out of the blocks really quickly, 6 points in the first 65 seconds, and the Chargers really raced out early. Dandenong was able to fight it back, but the performances of Harry Froling being able to insert his influence on the game. And the new import for the Chargers, Jamar Sandifer, we've been waiting for a couple of weeks to see him, Ronnie, and he didn't disappoint. I thought he was extremely active at both ends of the floor, and there was one in particular, he missed a shot, he chased it down, blocked shot at the other end. I think he'll be a real crowd favourite alongside Ollie Angerstein, who's been an absolute revelation for the Chargers men this year.
Absolutely, Mark. It was a massive game in front of a massive crowd as well too. And as you mentioned earlier in the show, probably the biggest crowd we've had during the season as well. To open that game up to 27 points, and now all of a sudden the Chargers are now 10-3. They're one game behind Mount Gambier, chasing for top spot. Hobart are really on a roll right now.
They are. To be sitting with that 10-3 record, second place on the table, is just an incredible effort, and it shows that year on year, Anthony Stewart's able to recruit and build teams that compete for a championship. And a couple of big games coming up on the road for the Chargers men this weekend, but they're rolling really nicely and with a couple of big ins over the next few games. So a terrific win by the Hobart Chargers men, and great for Chargers Hoops TV to be able to catch head coach Anthony Stewart after the game. It's not often that he's up and about with a smile on his face.
Let's go to the interview right now.
Yeah, probably the most concerning game I had out of the last 2-3 weeks. It's always tough to go on road trips, and it's usually the following home game that you become a little bit lacklustre. And yeah, we fought hard early, but great crowd here tonight. It was fantastic atmosphere, and I think Jamar, it'll take him a few weeks to settle in, but I think he was a little bit tired tonight, but his athleticism is crazy. So we'll see some big highlights during this year, and Ollie just keeps doing what Ollie does, right? Yeah, I'm nervous. I think internationally he's going to get some looks. There's no doubt about that. And what makes him even better is he's just a high-quality guy, just low maintenance, no problem with him at all. He just goes about his business. And my son runs up to me after the game. I mean, you've got a 17-year-old running up to me going, "Did you see that dunk on that guy?" And he's straight onto Instagram. So, look, this is what it's all about, and I just love watching him play in general, and the exciting things he does above the ring. It's a good time of the year. I think we've won 9 out of our last 10, and we're rolling a bit now, but we've got as you said, a tough run home, another road trip next week, but then we get 5 out of our last 7 games at home. So good times ahead, hopefully.
Ronnie, we mentioned new Hobart Chargers men's import, Jamar Sandifer. It's been quite a wait to see him on court. He's been in Hobart for a couple of weeks, and we were lucky enough to hear from him after the game.
Let's go to the interview right now.
Man, I'm really excited, man. I was eager to get out here. I've been itching all for the whole 2 weeks I've been here, so I'm glad I got to finally play. So, yeah, I was just trying to get in the rhythm of the team. You know, I didn't want to come in and try to take too many shots or be too aggressive. I just wanted to get in the flow with my guys, because they do so well they've been doing so well without me, so I just wanted to get in the flow with them. Once I got good, like you said, you can see I can bounce. Yeah, I was a little nervous, of course. I didn't want to look too bad, but you know, once I got that first shot out the way, I got my rhythm, it was okay. We're gonna take that top spot soon, especially with me in the lineup, man. We got a real good flow. As you see, we gel together, we move the ball really well, we played well together, so it's only gonna get better from here. Once you know what I'm saying, like you said, the training sessions, once I got my first 2 in, I was okay. I got in the flow with the guys, got a feel for everybody, what they do, so now I know what everybody's doing on the floor, and now I just feel comfortable. It's about getting comfortable and finding my spots.
Made by nature. Created by innovators. Supplied by Mackay's, your home of Tasmanian timber.
As usual, Nashy, we got to thank our sponsors, Mackay Timber. What's on? GAP.
And what's GAP, Ronnie?
GAP is the Greyhound Adoption Program. And of course, my favourite app, Nashy, the What's On app. And you can get on there, have a look, see you got a few events there. Oh, the red and black ball for the Lauderdale Football Club might get down there. So get on the What's On app. You can also get your tickets for the next Hobart Chargers home game.
Whatever part of your home you want to improve, Clennett's Mitre 10 has everything you need to get the job done. A wide selection of indoor and outdoor plants and pots, paint for every style and every project, complete DIY kitchens and bathrooms, and all the tools you need for the job. The local Clennett's team know their huge range inside and out, so you'll get the right advice and the right product every time. Clennett's, mighty helpful Mitre 10.
Well, Nashy, thank you for coming along and filling in for us. It was great to have you on Chargers Hoops TV.
Well, terrific to be here in the studio, and thanks a lot for having me.
JB, you may be up for a job review meeting in the next couple of weeks. That will wrap us up here for Chargers Hoops TV. We'll see you again soon.